Let's go through LeetCode 330 patching array. Given a sorted integer array nums and integer n, we can add patch elements to the array such that any number in the range 1 to n inclusive can be formed by sum of some elements in the array. Return the minimal number of patches required. So for example, 1 and 3, right? So we know we know this number is 1, and we can form 1, right? And now we'll see 2 is missing, so we will add 2 to patch it, right? So if we add 2, what we do is that we'll have 1. This 1, right? And also 1 plus 2, that is 2. And so we are able to patch 3, right? And let's look at the nums array. There is 3 here, right? 3 in the array. So that means we are able to patch to 5. There are 3 here, right? There are 3. That means for every previous number, we are able to add to 3, right? So 1 plus 3 should be 4, right? 4, 5, 6. So we are able to patch to 6. So what we need is just add 2 to the patches. So what we're thinking about is that we can use a variable called current, and this will be the number we are able to patch. We are able to cover. So initially, let's set this as 0, right? So as long as this current is greater than our n, greater equal to n, then we can terminate. So we can use while this current is smaller than n, we do something, right? Do something. So we are going to iterate this nums. So we'll see there are 2 conditions. If the current plus 1 is smaller than our num, for example, we have an index equals to 0, right? Num index. Then that means there is some gap, right? So this num cannot add to this number, right? So what we do is that we should add a current plus 1 to current, right? So now what the consecutive number we are able to compose were from 0 to this current, right? Because we add a current plus 1, so it will be 2 multiplied by current plus 1, right? So this is the case when there is gap between this number. And if this one is greater or equal to this number, right? So that means we are able to add this number to our current. So our current will just plus equal to this number, and also this number index should increase by 1, right? Until we will see for this kind of case, right? This kind of case, that means there is gap. Then we'll patch the numbers to it. There is another scenario is that we use out all of the numbers, right? So in that case, we'll also patch it, right? So we have the result of counts plus plus in this kind of scenario. In the end, we just return how many numbers we want to add, right? So let's begin to write code for this. The thing is that this number can be a big number, very big number. So we are going to use long to represent current. Long current equals to 0 L, right? And what we are going to do is that we are going to have let's set the index of nonce int index equals 0, and we need to count how many patches, right? So what we do is that we have result how many equal to 0, right? So what we do is that while our current is smaller than n, right? That means we didn't cover yet. So let's say if index equals nonce upper length, right? So we already used all of the nonce, or nonce index. If this is greater than current plus 1, right? That means this number we cannot put at the end of the current to make a big number. We should at least add a current plus 1 to it, right? So current is current multiplied by 2 plus 1, right? So or we'll say current plus equal to current plus 1, right? Because we want to add a number current plus 1. And in this case, result should increase by 1, right? Else, our current will just plus equal to nonce index, right? And we'll have index increment by 1, right? In the end, we just return result. Time complexity is O length, okay.